Hello YouTube, my name is Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to a channel update video. Now, before we actually get into the meat of this video, I want to ask all of you a big favour, and basically that is to leave a comment on this video, and that comment will be how you discovered my channel. So basically what I want you to do is let me know in the comment section below how you first come into contact with my channel. Was it through my videos being recommended to you by YouTube or by somebody else, a friend or something? Or another person? Was it through a co-op I did? Was it through my Wales campaign that I did? Was it through Mountain Blade Warband? Was it my Total War videos? Let me know in the comment section below. And the reason I'm doing this, and the reason why I'm making this channel update video today, is that I've come to the decision, which I think I probably have been thinking about for a long time now, and that is to try and make my videos more concise and not to waffle too much, being one of them, but ultimately to get as much enjoyment out of them and as much production value out of them as possible. Now, the big thing which I'm going to bring into this now is that I'm doing Total War Warhammer at the moment, Total War Mountain Blade, Total War Warhammer, and I've been doing lots and lots of Warhammer content recently. I've been playing as Bretonia. I've been doing a Let's Play on them. I've been doing a Let's Play on the Vampire accounts. I've been doing unit overviews. I've done some tutorials, I've done some online battles, I've taken part in 2 tournaments since the game has been released. It's been non-stop, and I feel a bit burnt out from the game. Now, the game isn't a bad game by any stretch of the imagination. It's actually a pretty good game. I am enjoying Warhammer, but I feel like I need to take a step back from Warhammer, and the main thing I want to take a step back from is the Let's Plays, because if you compare my Vampire account stuff to my Total War Attila stuff when I was doing that, when that first came out, there's almost no comparison, there's almost no contest. Now, I'm going to be bringing views and video success into this now as well, not just from your kind of perspective of how much you enjoy my content, but as much as whatever I get back from the videos as well, because I think that's important as well, and I want to bring that into this discussion today. So one of the things which, if you look at my Attila series for the Western Roman Empire, that was the first campaign I did for Total War Attila, and I burnt myself out playing that, but I did a good 20, 21, 22 videos on that series. That was on Legendary difficulty. It was out pretty much straight away as soon as the game was released. On the same day of its release, it was up on the channel ready. And I think the first 8, 9, 10 episodes of that series all had over 1,000 views. The first few get multiple thousands, and I think the first video has now got 14 or 15,000 views. They were very successful. My channel was about half the size that it is now back then when this game was released last year. And it gave me a bit of a boost in subscribers, a bit of a boost in confidence, a bit of a boost as far as my views go, and I really enjoyed it. I found something which was, Attila had more factions. There wasn't as many YouTubers then, over a year ago, than there is now doing YouTube. I mean, you look under your bed, it's like, oh, it's a Total War YouTuber, you know what I mean? It's like, whoa, calm down. Right now, but back then it was competitive. It still is competitive, now. But you're trying to define your channel, and you're trying to get noticed and to be successful on YouTube. Because if I was making videos and I was getting like no views at all and no one was watching it, then it's almost not worthwhile. But when you do get that kind of interaction which you want in the comment section, and people who are willing to watch your content and enjoy it, then that's what you want. That's what you want to strive to do, and the more people you get on board, then the better it's going to be for everyone. And that's what I want to do. I want to get my channel to keep growing. It's been going really well. And before we go any further into this discussion, I just want to say, I want to thank all of you that have subscribed recently. We did hit 3,000 subscribers quite recently. We're on, I think it's 3,000. We're approaching 3,100. So we would have hit our first little sub kind of goal in the 3,000, which would be absolutely amazing. So I want to thank you before I go on even further into this video. And like I was saying, with the Total War thing, lots of people do Total War stuff. Every man and his dog these days. There's Total War YouTubers springing up under your beds, in the closets. They're out in the garden. They're everywhere. Total War YouTubers, which is great. But it's like, I was in work and I couldn't play Warhammer when it came out, bang on release. And plus, with early access and stuff, you're already fighting a losing battle to get your stuff out there early, which is fine. But obviously, as a YouTuber, the earlier you get your stuff out, the more success you get. When when Attila was out, only a select few had early access, so you weren't competing on that level so much. And I picked something a bit more extreme with it being the hardest faction on the hardest difficulty for Attila. So, I didn't quite have that niche with Warhammer. With it being less factions as well, it obviously makes it a lot more competitive because you see a lot more of the same thing being done and done again, which is what I found because I was watching some Warhammer stuff from the YouTubers that had early access before I started doing Warhammer on my channel, and I'd watched a few vampire account stuff before I started the vampire accounts. Now, I didn't start the vampire accounts till much later on. I think it was the day after the release, actually. I think I had to wait a day because just couldn't get up in time. As you know, I got very bad internet here. I should have a little thing on my YouTube banner that says the best channel for 1 megabyte upload or something like that, because that is unfortunately the case, or less than 1 megabyte in my case, which is insane. So I think I've got to the stage now where I would rather do a handful of videos every week that are really good, really concise, got a lot more production value than Let's Plays. With the vampire accounts, I'll use that as an example. The first episode that's got about 300 or so views. It's really great. Then the second episode's got over 100 views. I think the third one's got about 100 views, which is really good. And then it goes down to about 70, 60, 50, 40. And it's got to the case now where I'm uploading vampire account videos and it's getting like 20 views. And it's like, I should be getting a lot more than that. I'm a channel that's got over 3,000 subscribers, and I know people do watch my content and do expect to watch my content. That's why I asked the question at the start of the video: where did you discover my channel when you first come across it? Was it through me doing a co-op or a stream with somebody else? Was it through me streaming on YouTube Gaming? Was it through me making Total War content or other games I've done, like Far Cry Primal when I streamed that, or Tomb Raider, or was it some of the nostalgia stuff like Spyro the Dragon I did back in January, or I just want to get an idea of some of the stuff that attracted you to my channel mainly. I'm thinking about doing some other stuff instead. So I'm not gonna before people who like Total War, before they go off on one in the comment section. No, don't do it. I'll still do Total War stuff, don't worry. I'm not quitting Total War. That's just not the case. I'm going to be reducing it. I think I'm going to stop doing Let's Plays for Warhammer at the moment anyway. What I've done is I've uploaded, or rather scheduled, my Vampire accounts and my Pretonia series for all the episodes that I currently have on my desktop, on my computer. Once they get uploaded, which will be throughout this week and through about half of next week, so it's about a good 8-9 days of content. After that, I don't plan to record any fresh stuff for Warhammer Let's Plays. It's just got to the point now where I'm recording them, and I made a massive error last week. I think it was episode 21 of the Vampire accounts, and I had bulk uploaded so many of them that I didn't realise that I had the video wasn't there. I had rendered the full 21 minutes of the video, and it had media offline on my video editing software on Adobe Premiere Pro. And what that meant was that I had a 21-minute video on my channel, titled and everything, but because I had bulk uploaded so many videos and was concentrating so much on getting this stuff out for you guys, that the video wasn't there. So a few people were like, I think you check the video, Dragon, the video was not there. And I was in work, I was like, oh, what are they on about? I'll have to check that after. I got home, clicked on the video, my first thought, oh fuck. And that's really disheartening, because I spent time recording that video, I spent time obviously rendering it and then uploading it, which takes a lot of time. 20-minute video for me in 1080p can take like 2 hours to upload. Sometimes a bit longer, sometimes 3, depending, on the file sizes, etc. So, yeah, it can be quite disheartening when that sort of thing happens. And when you've got that kind of work that goes behind the scenes on the videos, and then to see it not do so well, or as well as you perhaps had hoped. And it's through no fault of other people and stuff, as far as like the competitiveness. You want to be challenged. It brings out the best in you as a creator and as a YouTuber, not just on YouTube, but in other walks of life as well. If you're challenged, you tend to do a lot better in things, more often than not. So it's something to do with that. It's just the fact that when it comes to the Total War, everybody's got their established channels now. People are going to go and watch the established channels. And as a way of sort of growing with my channel, people are perhaps not going to come across it, and which is fine, because there's better channels out there for that sort of thing. I'm man enough to admit that there's more established channels with much bigger fan bases that do this shit all the time, and apparently doing this shit as a career. So I'm doing this as a hobby, you know. I make bugger all out of this. I think I made like $4 something last month, which in pound would be like £2.50, £2.20, something like that. I received, which isn't much. And obviously, when I stream, I do get some donations, which is really kind of all of you guys. So thank you so much if you have ever donated to me. You know, it goes back into the channel, anything I do make. But as you can see, it's not a job. This isn't a job. This is something I do for fun, you know. And I doubt I'd ever have a Patreon or anything like that. I mean, if I got to a stage where my channel was quite, you know, quite big, and I felt like there was enough support and encouragement and stuff, then yeah, you know, maybe I would do something like that. But at the moment, no, that's just not going to happen. I don't feel comfortable sort of asking for money from people. It's I get a bit embarrassed in the stream sometimes when people donate. It's like, oh my god, oh, put your head under the table sort of thing. But it's there as an option if people are kind enough to do it, and I do really appreciate it. Thank you to all those that have done that. So the main thing from this video, because we are getting to the end of the video, and I don't want to waffle, obviously, I'm trying to keep all my main points in here. The Let's Plays for Warhammer are going to cease. I'm not saying I'll never go back to them. The save files will be on there. May go back to them in the future, but for now we're not going to do it. Once those videos are up and my hard drive is clear of them, that'll be it. They'll be deleted off my hard drives to free up some more room, and I'll be moving on to other stuff. I will continue to do the unit overview videos for Warhammer, because they are really good, and I want to complete my kind of series I've been going on there where I have like 5 units for each faction. We're going to be moving on to the Greenskins soon, and we're going to be doing some more stuff for the Greenskins, and then Chaos, and obviously the Empire. So I want to get more of them out. Plus, they don't take as much time to make. They're usually 10 minutes or less in length. It's not as long to upload either. So I want to get more of them done. And maybe, you know, tutorial-based stuff. If I got time to do stuff like that, I will do stuff like that. So maybe like starter guides, best way to start as the dwarves, best way to start as the vampires. Do a bit of research, find out some of the best technology trees to go for early on. You know, almost like a series I used to do a couple of years ago when Rome 2 was out. I think I did it with like the RDI and Tylus, and when all those kind of factions came about. Off the bat series, where I sort of demonstrate what it's like to start off with this faction as a Let's Play, and what are the best buildings to go for, and to set you up within the first sort of 5 to 10 turns. It's like, right, build this, build that, this is good, you're set up for the rest of the campaign. That sort of thing. So I might do that sort of thing as well. Now, I streamed Mount and Blade Warband recently on my channel. I got back to streaming. By the way, streaming isn't going anywhere. I've come back recently, did a stream on Friday and a stream on Saturday. The aim is to do 1 stream a week still, which is still, you know, in place, and possibly 2 a week if there's time. So you'll get 1 stream a week, possibly 2. Don't know on days. Well, Friday is going to probably be the day, and then another day if able to. So that's not changing. But I stream Mount and Blade Warband. I love the game so much. Mount and Blade Warband, for a game that was out in like 2010, it's just still amazing. The mods for the game are fantastic. I'm a massive Game of Thrones fan, as many of you know, and I've started a series called House Tarpan, a live stream series, which was really good. The streams were fun, and who would have thought a 10-year-old game would be so successful to stream on YouTube? At one point I had 18 people watching me. It was like, shit. I went from like 4 people watching me in like the first 10 minutes up to like 18 in like 20 minutes. It was insane, and the chat was really friendly, lots of fun. And when it's a nice big stream with lots of people watching and stuff, you do tend to bounce off the audience a bit. I certainly do anyway. So that was really fun, and that's kind of sort of I've thought about this now. It's like, well, the points I made at the start about being more concise, being more productive in my video making, not just doing a 20-minute bog standard episode 20 whatever of Total War, which gets viewed by 20 people going, hello YouTube, this is Dragonheart of Prince of Wales, and welcome to part 25 of the Vampire Accounts. As you can see in the tone of my voice, I am very bored right now. You know, because I've been looking back and sort of evaluating it, and I feel like that's the kind of case. It's like, who the fuck wants to watch this? You know what I mean? But I feel like Clash of Kings mod, I can be quite creative. I can make my own banners, which I've started doing. I've made some banners now, which I'm going to use in a Let's Play that I'm thinking of doing. Not saying I'm going to do it definitely, but it's looking likely. I've made the banners ready. I'm going to do some testing out in my own time. I love playing the game anyway, so I may as well put the two things together, playing the game for enjoyment and also to set it up for the series. And I've got an idea of a narrative sort of thing. It's not going to be a narrative Let's Play like I did with the Red Whales, like I attempted back in January, was it? Was it January? No, it was before Christmas. It was like December, I think. December or January, I can't remember. But it's not going to be like a narrative Let's Play with lots of voice acting and the whole Robin Red Whale voice acting sort of thing. It's going to be a standard Let's Play where I start off and go around doing stuff. But I'll have a narrative element to it. I'll have a backstory. The character will have a backstory. I'm really good with Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire lore. I got a bloody map behind me of Westeros and Essos, so I know my shit, okay? There are things on Total War and Warhammer and all sorts which I'm a bit like, oh my god, but when it comes to when it comes to Game of Thrones, I'm pretty good. I like to say I'm pretty good. So I know my shit, so it'll be good. I'm subscribed to quite a lot of people that do Clash of Kings. I say quite a lot. There's actually not that many people that do Clash of Kings compared to Total War. You have like quite a big, or certainly a lot bigger Total War YouTube community than you do with the Clash of Kings and Mount & Blade. There is a Mount & Blade community, obviously, but you don't get the same level of channels. So there might be a bit of room for growth there for me. I want to do more stuff with Mount & Blade before Bannerlord comes out anyway. But I'll have a think about this, and I also want your guys' ideas from this video as well, just to let me know what you think with everything I've said so far. Any ideas you may want to pass on, or any advice you think may or not be helpful, I certainly want to hear it. And the bottom line is that even though it's my channel and that's the, what I do and say are obviously my decisions, but I do listen. I do want people to watch this video and to take in everything I've said and to give some advice and stuff that you think may or may not help me, because at the end of the day, you're subscribed to this channel, therefore you have a say. And if you have a say, then if it's something you want to see happen, then it may happen. If it's possible, and if I think I can do it, then I will. Anyway, I've rambled for way too long. I was hoping this would be 10 minutes. It's actually gone up to about 17 or so now. So, gonna end it here, guys. I've been Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.